511-521 and 070-3783-7650.
The Ministry of Women Affairs and Child Development, in collaboration with Hope Afresh Foundation, Jalingo, wishes to invite the general public to the commemoration of the 2021 16 Days of Activism on Gender-Based Violence Against Women and Children. The program is scheduled to commence from 25th November to 10th December 2021. Activities lined up for the day includes press briefing, radio and television talk shows, lecture on the negative impact against women's violence, HIV/AIDS by TACA and marking of World AIDS Day on 1st December 2021, celebration of International Day of Human Rights 10th December 2021, sensitization and launch of Girls Club, and many more. There will be a road walk and opening ceremony by Her Excellency Barrister Anna Dixon Ishaku, wife of the Executive Governor, Taraba State, and CEO, Hope Afresh Foundation, on the 25th November 2021 to flag off the event. Signed, Abdullahi Gidadu Abari, Secretary.
The Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of Housing, Architect Aliu Sunday Dankaro, on behalf of his family, the DDI Unity Forum Takum, and the entire management and staff of the ministry, wishes to commend His Excellency Architect Darius Dixon Ishaku, the Executive Governor of Taraba State, his Deputy Alhaji Haruna Manu, Speaker and members of the House of Assembly, members of the State Executive Council, Secretary to the State Government, Head of Service, members of board and parastatals on the good work His Excellency Architect Darius Dixon Ishaku, the Executive Governor of Taraba State, is executing towards the growth and development of Taraba State, especially in the area of road network in urban and rural area sections of Takum, Lisam, Bisola Road, Takum Katsinala Road, Mararaba Kurmi Road, and so many others, as well as healthcare delivery, housing, provision of potable water, youth empowerment, and much more. We pray that the Almighty God grant His Excellency good health, wisdom, and the physical strength to continue with this laudable performance for the people of Taraba State. Announcer, Architect Aliu Sunday Dankaro, Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of Housing, Taraba State.
The Committee on the Cleansing of Payroll, Revenue Drive and Prevention of Wages is inviting Taraba marshals to a screening exercise scheduled to hold on Monday, 24th December 2021 at the State Secretariat Conference Hall by 10 a.m. daily. The screenee are expected to come along with the following documents: appointment letters, any of the following means of identification: national identity card, voter's card, driver's license, or international passport, 2 passport-size photographs, indigent letter, and bank statement from the inception of the program to date. Bank statement from the inception of the program to date. Screening schedule are as follows: Southern Zone, Wukari, Ibi, Takum, Donga, Usa. Date 29th November to 3rd December 2021. Central Zone, Sardauna, Gashaka, Bali, Kurmi, and Gasol, 6 to 10 December 2021. And Northern Zone, Karim Lamido, Lau, Ardokola, Jalingo, Yoro, and Zing, 13 to 17 December 2021. Announcer, Susie Jemima Nathan, MNI, Chairman.
The Ministry of Women Affairs and Child Development, in collaboration with Hope Afresh Foundation, Jalingo, wishes to invite the general public to the commemoration of the 2021 16 Days of Activism on Gender-Based Violence Against Women and Children. The program is scheduled to commence from 25th November to 10th December 2021. Activities lined up for the day includes press briefing, radio and television talk shows, lecture on the negative impact against women's violence, HIV/AIDS by TACA and marking of World AIDS Day on 1st December 2021, celebration of International Day of Human Rights 10th December 2021, sensitization and launch of Girls Club, and many more. There will be a road walk and opening ceremony by Her Excellency Barrister Anna Dixon Ishaku, wife of the Executive Governor, Taraba State, and CEO, Hope Afresh Foundation, on the 25th November 2021 to flag off the event. Signed, Abdullahi Gidadu Abari, Secretary.
On TV Taraba News tonight, Taraba State Government inaugurates Committee on Distribution of Palliative. Newly appointed Executive Secretary, Taraba State Post-Primary Schools Management Board assumes office. Plus, Taraba State Police Command confirms the shooting of a driver by a killer cop. Good evening and welcome to TV Taraba News. My name is Dalunga Ezekiel Lungala. Many thanks for joining us. The Taraba State Government has inaugurated a committee charged with the responsibility of distributing palliatives to some targeted groups in the state. The State Commissioner for Special Duties and Humanitarian Affairs, Honorable Tanenga Panenga Benga, inaugurated the committee this Tuesday in Jalingo, the state capital. Archon Sabudanjuma tells us more.
The items to be distributed were allocated to Taraba State by the Northeast Development Commission to address humanitarian crises in the state. Members of the distribution committee are drawn from the Police, Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, Christian Association of Nigeria, Muslim Council, Nigeria Council of Women's Societies, Civil Society Organizations, Nigeria Union of Journalists, Nigeria Union of Teachers, Directorate of State Security DSS, and the Nigeria Labour Congress. The target groups are persons living with disabilities in the 16 local government areas and development areas of the state, internally displaced persons and refugees, civil society organizations, religious bodies, traditional councils, and other organs and groups in need of assistance. Inaugurating the committee, the State Commissioner for Special Duties and Humanitarian Affairs, Honorable Taninga Panunga Binga, said modalities for the distribution have been worked out to ensure equitable distribution exercise.
I wish, on behalf of Taraba State Government, to announce the inauguration of the committee that has been set up at the state government for the distribution of palliatives that were allocated to Taraba State by Northeast Development Commission. The committee is made up of officials of the Ministry of Special Duties and Humanitarian Affairs, the representative or the permanent secretary, office of the Deputy Governor, Taraba State. This committee intends that immediately they will commence with the distribution.
He explained that the committee has been given 1 week from the day of inauguration within which to carry out the assignment. He further urged the beneficiaries to cooperate with the committee during the distribution to ensure a peaceful exercise. In a remark, the Taraba State Chairman, Civil Society Organizations, Mr. Joseph Gimba, appreciated the Northeast Development Commission for the intervention and asked for more assistance for Taraba State.
The triple type of displaced person we have in Taraba State, the Northeast Development Commission should do more to us, because we are serving a safe haven and our resources are overstretched, and we need more from the Northeast Development Commission. Most of course, we are going to say thank you for what they have really done now.
According to him, Taraba State has a higher number of IDPs from the neighboring states, as well as Amazonian refugees from the Cameroons camped in border areas of the state. Achon Sabodanjuma, TV, Taraba News.
The newly appointed Executive Secretary, Taraba State Post Primary Schools Management Board, Mr. N. Azumi Nabuki Hassan, has assumed duty this Tuesday. Mr. N. Azumi Nabuki Hassan took over from the immediate past Executive Secretary of the board, Mr. David Mailafia. Correspondent was at the handing over and taking over ceremony held at the board's headquarters in Jalingo, the state capital.
The outgoing Executive Secretary of the board, Mr. David Mailafia, was represented at the handing over ceremony by the board's Director of Finance, Mr. Tanko Elisha. He congratulated the incoming secretary over his appointment and called on the management team of the board to cooperate and support him to take the board to the next level.
I want to tell you that you have come to the board and we are very pleased. We hope God, who has brought you to this place, will sustain you here. Will keep you here. Amen. And will do everything possible. Amen. That you leave a footprint in this place. Amen.
Responding, the new Executive Secretary, Mr. N. Azumi Nabuki Hassan, expressed appreciation to God and the Taraba State government for the elevation, promising to carry all along.
To say that by the grace of God, I have come to salvation, I have come to deliver, and I have come to sanitize the boat. I really had. I had a lot about all things that are happening here. I'm part and parcel of the board. Yes. My appointment before today was a principal. Yes. I'm a principal of one of the schools in Taraba State, there at Donga. Yes. But God has now said I should come. So we are going to be together.
Answering questions from TV Taraba News shortly after taking over the mantle of leadership, the Executive Secretary declared that he has a great vision for the board.
I want to make sure that there is peace in this board. 2, I must make sure that I organize the board as it was before, and I will see to it that staff problems are being taken care of.
He also called on principals and teachers in the state to take their jobs seriously to justify government's huge financial investments in the educational sector by laying a solid foundation for their students.
Everybody should be hardworking, both teachers and the principals at their various stations. They should be hardworking, and then they should be praying to God that one day, what they are not expecting, God should uplift them to that position.
Special prayers for a successful tenure were offered for the Executive Secretary by the Muslim and the Christian faith. As at the time of filing in this report, a number of well-wishers, friends and close associates were trooping into the board's headquarters to congratulate the Executive Secretary over his appointments. Dalonga Ezekiel Nungala, TV, Taraba News.
21 World Antimicrobial Awareness Week. The Executive Director of the NGO, Dr. Danjuma Ada, spearheaded the commemoration of the week held at the gym hall of the Jolly Army Stadium this Tuesday in Jalingo, the state capital. Naomi Philip Sam has the report.
Antimicrobial resistance is the manifestation of resistance by the body system due to high consumption or abuse of drugs without prescription by experts. Addressing guests at the commemoration, Dr. Danjuma Ada called for more sectorial collaboration to tackle antimicrobial resistance in the society. According to him, multi-sectorial approach is necessary because of the connectivity between people, animals, plants, and the environment. He explained that collective approach will facilitate the implementation of the needed sectorial programs, policies meant to address the problem. The theme for this year is Spread Awareness, Stop Resistance, calling on stakeholders to champion the cause of the awareness in their families, communities, and workplaces.
All the relevant stakeholders in the state who are here with us to commemorate one of the 11 official days set aside by World Health Organizations. I crave your indulgence to remain calm, contribute meaningfully towards the success of this event. On this note, I wish all of us happy stay here.
This year's program featured paper presentation from a representatives of the State Ministry of Health and Director of Public Health, Dr. Abi Abu, who talked on the role of healthcare workers in driving community antimicrobial stewardship. There was also a presentation from the World Health Organization, Ministry of Agriculture and Natural Resources, and veterinarians, among others.
The role that this plays in our life as time goes on if we don't change our ways. Antimicrobial resistance occurs when bacteria, viruses, fungal, and parasites change over time and no longer respond to the medicines, making the infection harder to treat. The campaign brought a stakeholder including policymakers, healthcare providers, and the general public to recognize that everyone can be an antimicrobial resistant awareness champion. Participants are encouraged to spread awareness about what antimicrobial resistance is, share stories about the consequences of
antibiotics rather is used in the laboratory in animal agriculture.
In a brief remark, the lead researcher of the NGO gave an overview of antimicrobial and how it can be addressed effectively.
To stop resistance does not actually involve one sector. So we have different sectors integrated, talking about health, human, and agri, and even environmental as broadly illustrated in the first presentation.
There was also a panel of discussion who spoke on the way forward in COVID antimicrobial in Taraba State, providing an avenue for questions and answers from guests at the event. Naomi Philip Samuel, TV Taraba News.
It's time for a break. The news will continue afterwards. Stay with us.
Taraba State is the most peaceful state in the northeast sub-region of Nigeria. We enjoy tremendous peace as a result of our collective resolve to say no to any form of breach of the peace we cherish. Time has come for us to further fortify on the existing peace by knowing our neighbors and monitoring influx of persons into our communities. We need to concretize our security surveillance and ensure that people of questionable characters do not take advantage of our kindness and hospitality to migrate into their state to mastermind their evil plans or cause mayhem to our people. Good people of Taraba State, we can only go about our normal activities freely if we are vigilant and equally report suspicious and questionable elements in our midst to the relevant security agencies nearest to us. Do not sell land, properties, or rent your houses to unknown persons. Be vigilant, be alert. This message is from the Office of the Executive Governor, Taraba State.
This is TV Taraba News coming to you live from Jalingo, the Taraba State capital. The 2021 Batch C Stream 2 orientation course in Taraba State is scheduled to hold from Wednesday 24th November to Tuesday 14th December 2021. The orientation course will hold at the Jalingo Permanent Orientation Camp in Jalingo, the state capital. A press statement signed and issued by the state coordinator of the NYSC, Mr. Anthony Nzoka, says Corps members deployed to the state are expected to start relocating to the NYSC camp in the days ahead. The statement called on security agents, transport operators, stakeholders, and the public to give the prospective Corps members warm reception and other assistance needed. It acknowledged the support and assistance of the Taraba State Governor, Architect Darius Dixon Ishaku, to the NYSC in the state. The NYSC management also declared its support to the administration's developmental agenda. And to security matters now, the Taraba State Police Command has confirmed the shooting of a driver to the chairman of Lao local government area in the state, one Ezra Oliver, by a police sergeant Haruna Edi. The incident occurred at the Lankaviri police checkpoint last Friday along Jalingo-Yola Highway. Our correspondent Sophia John was at the press briefing addressed by the State Police Commissioner CP Abimbola Shokoya.
According to the Taraba State Commissioner of Police, the driver, Oliver Ezra, was shot by Sergeant Haruna Edi during a heated misunderstanding at the Lankaviri police checkpoint. He said the driver, Oliver Ezra, was rushed to the Federal Medical Center, Jalingo, for medical attention. The police commissioner, CP Abimbola Shokoya, disclosed that Oliver Ezra later died from the gunshot wound. CP Abimbola Shokoya assured the public that the command is investigating the incident and justice will be delivered at the end of the investigation.
Let me state that this unfortunate incident will not be a subject of cover-up. The Nigerian Police Force has laid down rules and regulations, a stand statute that guides our operation, and definitely this will be applied in this very case. The DCCID has already commenced investigation into this very development, and the result will determine the next action. Once it is found out that the NCO involved in this very matter is culpable, he will not only be disciplined, he will be charged to court, and the law will take its right course once it's brought to justice.
In a related development, protesters from mile 6 axis of Jalingo, the Taraba State capital, staged a peaceful demonstration to the government house, Jalingo, demanding for justice over the killing of Mr. Oliver Ezra by the police. The protesters were received at the gate of the government house by the special advisor to the governor on political matters, Alhaji Abubakar Bawa. The spokespersons of the demonstrators said government should address the issues of police brutality and the killing of the innocent citizens, as well as ensure that Killer Corps Sergeant Haruna Edi pay for his actions.
Here to register our grievances over the gruesome murder of our brother and our friend Oliver Ezra by the policeman that he was shot while driving along Jalingo Road. We want government to come in and stop police brutality and want justice for our brother Oliver. Yes. Justice must be served. For our brother, for justice to be served. Let the identity of the police be known. Yes. Let him be charged to court and be convicted for the crime he committed. Yes. I was going back there to the car when he shot him at the back, and the other guy shot him from the front. So we just want justice. We don't want anything. We just want justice, and we want the state government to end police brutality. Yes. Because this is happening and we don't like it.
Responding, the special advisor Alhaji Abubakar Bawa assured the angry protesters that their message will be delivered to the state governor for attention and commiserated with them and family of the deceased.
The state government, who are not happy with what happened. We make sure that justice is done by the grace of God. Our government is somebody who wants justice, and I am sure it's going to be something. We are going to convey a message to His Excellency. please also thank not care for God in their hand.
Sophia John, TV Taraba News.
And finally, just before we conclude the news, always remember that COVID-19 can lead to serious illness and death in people over the age of 50 or those with conditions such as diabetes and hypertension. Take responsibility. And that's it with the English version of the news tonight. My name is Dalunga Ezekiel Nungala, stay tuned for the Hausa translations. Thank you very much for spending your evening with TV Taraba News. Goodbye.
Assalamu alaikum, tare da fatan kuna lafiya ga fasarar labaran harshen Hausa wanda ni ba gidan Muhammad zan karanta. Gwamnatin jihar ta kaddamar da kwamiti da aka dora wa alhakin rarraba tallafi zuwa wasu kungiyoyi a jiha. Kwamiti na kwamishinan ayyuka na musamman da ayyukan jinkai honorable Taninga Paninga ya kaddamar da kwamitin a yau a Jalingo fadar jiha. A can sabo an juma ta rawaito rahoto ne kuma na fassara bayan rahoton. Kwamiti da aka kaddamar na da wakilai cikin 'yan sanda, jami'an tsaron farin kaya, kungiyar kristoci na kan, kungiyar majalisar musulmai, kungiyar cigaban mata, kungiyar 'yan jaridu, kungiyar malaman makaranta da kuma hukumar DSS da kuma kungiyar kwadago da yake kaddamar da kwamitin. Kwamishinan ayyuka na musamman da ayyukan jinkai Mr. Taninga Paninga ya bayyana cewa an shirya tsaf don tabbatar da adalci wajen rabon. Ya kara da cewa an baiwa kwamitin sati guda daga ranar da aka kaddamar don gudanar da aikin. Ya kuma nemi haɗin kan waɗanda za su ci moriyar shirin da su baiwa kwamitin haɗin kai don samun nasara. A tashi jawabi, Mr. Joseph Gimba ya yaba wa hukumar cigaban arewa maso gabas wacce ta baiwa gwamnatin jiha kayayyakin da za a rarrabawa marasa galihu, kana ya nemi ƙarin taimako wa jiha. Ya ƙara da cewa jiha na da tarin 'yan gudun hijira a ƙananan hukumomi da ke kan iyaka waɗanda suka gudu daga tashin hankali na ƙasar Kamaru. Sabon babban sakatare na hukumar makarantun gaba da firamare Mr. Dan Azumi Nobiki Hassan ya amshi ragamar hukumar a yau Talata. Sabon sakataren ya amshi ragamar ne a hannun mai barin gado Mr. David Mai Lafiya. Wakiliyarmu da Lunga Ezekiel Lungala ta ruwaito labarin kuma na fassara. Gashi nan labarin. Sakatare mai barin gado Mr. David Mai Lafiya, wanda daraktan kuɗi ya wakilta Mr. Tan Elisha, ya taya sabon sakataren murna bisa bashin mukamin kana. Ya yi kira ga hukumar ma'aikatar da su haɗa kai da shi don ci gabansu. A martaninsa, sabon babban sakataren Mr. Dan Azumi Hassan ya yaba da godewa Allah bisa wannan mukami da kuma gwamnatin jiha da yin alkawarin aiki tukuru. Yayin da aka kammala mika mashi ragamar hukumar, a hira da TV Taraba, Mr. Dan Azumi Hassan ya bayyana niyyarsa ta ciyar da hukumar gaba, yana mai kiran haɗin kai daga ma'aikata, kana ya nemi kowa da ya jajirce wajen aikinsa. Har ila ya yi kira ga malaman makaranta da shugabannin makarantu da su zage damtse wajen aiki bilhaki da gaskiya don gudu da tsira tare. Sabon sakataren ya ce gwamnati ta kashe makudan kuɗi don ciyar da fannin ilimi gaba. Wani ƙungiya mai zaman kansa da ke Jalingo fadar jiha mai suna Center for Initiative Development ta shirya gangamin wayar da kan jama'a na mako guda a Jalingo fadar jiha kan wahalar jinyar masu shaye-shaye a ba bisa doka ba. Babban daraktan kungiyar wato Dr. Danjuma da ya jagoranci faɗakarwar wanda aka yi a filin wasa na Dori Yame da ke nan Jalingo. Naomi Philip Samuel ta rawaito labarin na fasara.
Mako guda na yaƙi ne da shaye-shaye ba bisa umarnin likitoci ba wanda ke haifar da mummunan sakamako. A jawabinsa, Dr. Danjuma Ada ya yi kiran haɗin kai don kawar da ɗabi'ar shaye-shaye ba bisa umarnin likita ba. Ya bayyana cewar sai da haɗin kai za a kawar da matsalar tsakanin jama'a. Kana ya yi kira masu ruwa da tsaki da su faɗakar da iyalai da kuma jama'a game da illolin shaye-shaye ba bisa ka'ida ba. A kasida da gabatar yayin faɗakarwa, Dr. Abe Agbo ya yi magana game da rawa da jami'an jinya za su taka wajen kawar da wannan matsalar. Har ila yau akwai wakilan hukumar lafiya ta duniya da kuma ma'aikatar noma wanda suka gabatar da makalai yayin faɗakarwar. Wani jami'i na kungiyar da ya ba da labarin nazari da aka yi akan matsalar shaye-shaye ba bisa ka'ida ba ya kawo yadda za a shawo kan lamarin. Har ila yau akwai wasu jama'a da suka ba da tasu gudunmawa kan lamarin, inda kuma aka ba da zarafi ga waɗanda ke son yin tambayoyi bisa lamarin shaye-shaye ba bisa ka'ida ba.
Hukumar 'yan sanda da ke jiha ta tabbatar da aukuwar hatsari da ya ritsa da direban shugaban karamar hukumar Lau mai suna Ezra Oliva, wanda wani jami'in ɗan sanda mai suna Sajan Haruna Idi ya harbe shi. Lamarin ya faru ne a wajen duba motoci da ke Dankabiri kan babban titi na zuwa garin Yola, fadar jiha. Wakiliyarmu Sophia John ta rawaito labarin ne kuma na fasa.
Kwamishinan 'yan sandan jiha Mr. Abimbola Sokoya yake ƙarin bayani game da lamarin. Ya bayyana cewa cacan baka ya kaure tsakanin direban shugaban karamar hukumar Lau Mr. Oliver Ezra da Sajan Haruna Idi, wanda ya kai ga harbin. Kwamishinan ya bayyana cewa an kai direban asibitin FMC don yi masa jinya. Kwamishinan ya ƙara da cewa daga baya direban Mr. Oliver Ezra ya mutu sanadin raunuka da ya samu daga harbin bindiga. Mr. Sokoya ya tabbatar wa jama'a cewar ana ci gaba da bincike kan lamarin kuma hukuma za ta yi hukunci mai adalci. A wata sabuwa, mazauna anguwar Mal 6 da ke Jalingo sun yi zanga-zanga na lumana bisa kashe Oliver Ezra, inda suka je fadar gwamnan jiha suna neman a yi masu adalci. Mai baiwa gwamnan shawara kan siyasa Alhaji Abubakar Bawa ya tarbe su, inda ya tabbatar masu cewa za a yi adalci kan lamarin, ya kuma nemi su kwantar da hankalinsu.
Duka abin da ya sauka kenan a labarin namu na yau, sai kuma gobe Allah ya kan za mu tawo muku da wasu sabbi in Allah ya yarda. Babban gidan Muhammad ke cewa sai da sabon